November 30th, 5:30 p.m. This is Becky Lewis, and friends, I just have to show you these clouds, and I know many of you are seeing the same exact type. Now, people, weather people and all that stuff, okay, I don't even know what to say to you when you tell me that these are like normal clouds. Okay, these friends, these are not normal clouds. What we're looking at here is another portion of the system clouds. There's like the three different types. There's those really pretty white wispy ones with all the feathering and the fractal edges and ends. And then you've got these really thick, black, bubbly, cotton ball type. And then you've got the ones that are like flat and wide and stretchy, and they look like a painted sky with all the V's and the angles. Okay, these particular ones that we're looking at here right now, earlier today, they were lower and they were much faster, or at least they appeared to be faster. Now, when they are a lot lower, they are even more foreboding than they are right now. And the thing is that whatever this thing does and the way it travels, it has its own thing going on, friends, and we just don't understand it because all we see is just what's coming over our head. But if you could try to back out from the perspective of looking overhead, you know, and there are many who say this thing snakes. Well, I tend to agree that it must be doing something like that. There's some kind of pink thing up there. Okay then. That's weird. But anyway, I just had to say something about these, quote, clouds, because most people are looking up and they're thinking these are, you know, just normal storm clouds. Well, how often have you gotten these clouds, and not only have you gotten no rain with them, you get the really high winds, especially when they're low, and the temperatures drop dramatically. Okay, there are different things about this system that we need to pay attention to. I want to go ahead and back out because I want you to see the movement of these particular clouds. And I wanted some tree in there so that you have something to mark by. These particular clouds, when they are moving, they're always at this extremely steady pace. Well, I just can't take my eye off that pink thing, sorry. But anyway, what gets me is the complete and total perfected march that these things do. And really, it seems like a march. But it's on a steady, progressive movement all the time. It's a little too far. I want you to be able to see at the trees how things are moving, okay? I sort of lost my train of thought here, but the point is, friends, that these things are not clouds, okay? These are not regular clouds. And as much as we'd like to think that they are, the fact is, this girl is home. It is absolutely here. It's already caused devastation worldwide, but it's also caused unity, friends. The unity is what we're looking for. We're not looking to pay attention to all the absolute horrors and the terrible things that this thing could do. Being unified grows us in energy, in light, in spirit. And who are we to say that that very unity isn't what gives us the repellent, as it were, to any of the damage for our personal self, in spirit especially. This is really what we're talking about here, friends. The growth of the soul. It is time to be going through basically a graduation. And for those sleepers out there, you know in your heart something is calling you, but you just don't know what. And this system is bringing it out of you, and you don't even know how. The fact is, it brings a new vibration, friends. It changes us from the inside out and the outside in. So we have to be thinking about these things, as well as all the preparations and, all your food and water and your hole to live in for God knows how long. I mean, Lord have mercy. But friends, if you're going to do something like that, please try to prepare for an extra person or two, because there are going to be many who awaken too late. You cannot hold against these people what has been put in them from the time of their birth on this planet. And it's been planned. It's been planned from the very beginning, because it requires our free will. We had to hand over our free will and willingly take the garbage and the crap and the lies and the deceit, because we've chosen to allow someone to take care of us and put us in clusters and call us groups and cities and states and countries. But the fact is, friends, we are all individually and collectively on our own. I say collectively on our own because it is just us. It's we. It's one. We are. And that's it. And the sooner we realize that, the sooner this experience of negativity and hatred and violence and anger and killing and maiming and slaughtering, all the horrible, horrible, despicable, disgusting things that are going on this planet right now. But the fact is, friends, that is another aspect of what it requires to become whole again. We have to face the negativity. We have to face it down. And all these people rising up against this nation or that nation, or, individual races, this, that, and the other thing. Friends, please wake up. They are pitting us against each other on purpose. And for those of you, I'm not even going to go there in depth, but really, friends, to hate one particular race over another, or one, part of the world over another, is a part of the game. It is a part of the game, and it has been planned for thousands of years. Thousands of years. How long is thousands of years to an entity who has no death? Oh, a split second. So don't think for 1 minute that thousands of years is a ridiculous thought of how long it took them to plan this and to get us to the point that we're at right now. How do you think that was all known? They've known because they set it up. They've twisted and shredded and torn apart all of the wonderful things that were written for us and left for us by ancients. They've used just enough of the beautiful parts that have the light within that attracts us to that light. And then they add their deceit and their lies and their twisted minds to keep us as prisoners. Friends, even Jesus talked about how we could do more than he did. The fact is, friends, 99.99999% of everything that all of the greatest people ever wrote has been removed or omitted with a purpose. So I ask you, if you're a Bible person, please dig deeper than just that one book called the Bible. Please, friends, that is like one letter in an entire library of books. I just ask you to open your heart and your mind to the truth of what is going on. The fact is, friends, you got to dig deep inside and find out who you are and what you are going to be. If the stuff goes down and it becomes nasty, what kind of person are you going to be? Are you going to be somebody who violently takes from another who took the time to prepare? Or are you going to be one of the people who protects one of those people that you see being attacked? Even if they haven't prepared, friends, what's in your heart and what you do, think, say, and allow yourself to feel is all going to be counted for your own self, for who you are, for eternity. And this will add to your experience and your growth. So I just ask you to think about those things as we come closer to whatever it is that God has in store for us, friends. Amen. Have a good night, and bye for now.